Well, hello everyone. I'm Rachel Tessman from stampyourartout.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from Andover, Minnesota in the US, and I'm here to bring you a live paper crafting event. This is not a class. This is a show and share. This is where I will show you cards and some gifts that I've been receiving from my paper crafting friends. Some of them are demonstrators, some of them are customers, some of them are people like you who are viewing my live, and you win a prize or something, you send me a thank you card. And I'm ever so grateful to all of you for your creative ideas that you send my way, and I'm excited to share them all with you. So that's what we're going to do today. I also have swaps. So it's kind of a twofold type of share. So we're going to do cards that I've been receiving, including a ton of holiday cards. And then we're also going to be showing off some of the new swap cards, or I should say new products shown in these swap cards. So we just did a team swap, a card swap on December 29th. And there were, I think, 32 sets of cards. So I have lots of different ideas to share with you. The demonstrators in our team sent the cards this way, and then on that evening, we took and swapped all the cards out, got them all sent out to everybody. So by now, hopefully, those people have received their swap cards and are enjoying them. It's cold. Everybody who is chiming in is saying how much colder it is than they expected today or whatever. It's a cold, cold climate right now, I guess, in our viewers' land. But if you're experiencing warmer temperatures than usual, let us know. By the way, we have sun here. It is chilly. It's chilly in Minnesota. A cold, cold day, but we have bright blue skies and it's sunny, and that's wonderful. So I'm so glad to be back. I was just live. What day is it today? Oh, I even forgot to tell you guys. It is January 4th at 11 a.m. Central Time as I'm coming to you live, January 4th, 2005. And yeah, so on that note, maybe we should just move right down to the desktop and get started. I'm going to zoom in on my other screen here. So here we go. All right, I have a ton of cards. I have boxes of cards here. Let's start with some Thanksgiving-ish type cards. These are cards that in the US we celebrate Thanksgiving in as one of our holidays, and it's a time to be grateful, and that's basically what it's about. But anyways, so there's more to it. But anyways, here is one of the beautiful cards I received for Thanksgiving. This card was sent to me by Marcia Mara. Yes, Marcia Mara. And I'm loving it. I love how she used the gold cards envelopes. I think this is one of the envelope pieces here as a layer, as a designer paper, and then a little touch of some autumn trees in the background there, and then the beautiful, beautiful golden leaves with all the different specialty papers and these woven leaves that we had for a while. Really, really pretty look, don't you think? So there we go. There's our first one. Happy New Year. Yes, Happy New Year to all of you. I'm going to try to keep envelopes with cards here. This next card is more of like a, I don't know. It has a different look. It's more bold colors and bright colors. This is from Sandy Lincoln, and it's not using complete Stampin' Up! Products. In fact, maybe only the cardstock is Stampin' Up!, I'm not sure, but I love her elements that she put in here. Some cute little designs with apple cider and apple pie, and so that was her Thanksgiving card to me. She's a sweetheart. She sends me cards often. Love them, love them. Thank you, Sandy. And then we have a card made with a paper pumpkin kit. So thank you, Rebecca. That's so sweet of you to say. This, speaking of paper pumpkin, so this is the paper pumpkin kit that we had back in, I want to say it was September. Can't remember exactly, but autumn something or other. And it had these cuts of wood, like tree cuts or whatever. I think they call them cookies. Anyways, then the leaf accents and sentiments, really pretty look here. A little band across with the leaves tucked in, and then the sentiment across the middle. Oh, that card was sent to me by Karen Nevin. Thank you, Karen. Another Thanksgiving card. This is from Becky Ewing, and she's another person who sends me cards often. Thank you, Becky. We have sort of like a little decorative design here that she did on the paper before she cut it. So you can kind of see it's blended in a little bit, so it's a little bit difficult to see, but this is a frame type of die with leaves on it. And she put this textured look on some paper. I don't know how she did it, actually. I want to say it was maybe like a bubble wrap or something, some kind of design that had a texture, and she inked it and then stamped it onto the paper. So it's a fun look, fun with ink type of look, right? So that was from Becky Ewing. And then this card, let's see here. This is from Zana Ames. And she has this fun little peekaboo type look here on the side, so that when you open it up, you still have that look there. I love that kind of idea where you still have something that you saw from the front of the card showing when you open it up again. And so we have these beautiful little floral images. Those are from the paper. And then here is that same pack of designer paper. And I think she must have punched these out. Yes, that's a punch. That's one of our punches. Here's the thing, with these show and shares, I can't tell you all the different products that are used on every single card because, first of all, not all of it's Stampin' Up! Products. A lot of it is retired products, and Stampin' Up! Has had a lot of products over the past 35 plus years. So oh, thank you, Wendy. Wendy reminded everybody on YouTube, don't forget to give the thumbs up. And you know what I forgot to do? For those of you that are new to my lives, this is my website where you can find my home base. This is where you can find blog posts, you can find newsletter links, you can find information for everything here at my website at stampyourartout.com. So sorry, I forgot to mention that earlier. I just like to dive right in sometimes. Anyways, that card is from Zana Ames. Thanks, Zana. Then we have, let's see here, this card. I don't know why I put a little divider between there. I think this one is also Thanksgiving. This is from my friend Caroline King in California. You could turn it this way or you could turn it this way, either way, but this is how she had it because she wrote her words vertically inside the card. This is a designer paper, and this was the flip side of that designer paper. And then this base here is a Memories and More card base. Again, don't know exact names anymore. They just kind of slip my mind when I do these mass load of show and shares. But, and then of course there's an envelope to match with those Memories and More cards. This is another Thanksgiving card by Virginia Phillips. And I'm just going to take a peek here at some of these past cards that I shared. Yeah, these are all Thanksgiving. I don't know why I put the divider in the wrong place. Anyways, so this is my last Thanksgiving card to show you. I love the addition of the dragonflies, butterfly embellishments. This embellishment set comes with both, I'm sorry, dragonfly and butterfly. Dragonfly and birds. So it comes with birds and these dragonflies. And I love when you use the dragonflies, you can kind of bend up the wings, which you could probably do on the birds too, for that matter. Just thought of that. Lots of die cut imagery here for the foliage, the leaves, and then a designer paper for the background. So that was from Virginia Phillips. Okay, the next pile of cards are, let's go to these next because they kind of have, well, one of them has a Thanksgiving look, but these are like thank you cards, grateful for you. So that would be with Thanksgiving also, right? But these are, let me see here. I just want to make sure I'm telling you this right. Yes, these are my thank you cards, but this one I think is actually, it's a congrats card. I put it in the wrong pile. I'm looking at the little insert that she put in here. This is from Marcia Mendenhall. She is a soon-to-be demonstrator. She's going to get the starter kit in January when Sale-a-Bration begins on January 7th. So we're excited to have you, Marcia, if you're watching live right now. I haven't even peeked to see. I think you're here. Yep, you're here. This is your beautiful card, and it has this little flip look. So you just extend your cardstock so that you can have that hinge type of ability. And it's using beautiful papers, beautiful stamp set. So thank you, Marcia, for that card. And then this card is a thank you for some sample products. I'm thinking, because you know what? I know what they are when I read the notes slowly, but when I do a live, I go really fast and I try to reread the notes. So I don't always remember, but I think Karen is one of my Paper Pumpkin subscribers. So she gets the Paper Pumpkin kits and her name was drawn because she said, thank you for the sample products. Her name was in the drawing, so that must be what it is. And I love this card because it shows off one of the stamp sets that is one of the first stamp sets that I purchased over 25 years ago at a party before I became a demonstrator, I think. I want to say it was a tree for everything or I don't know, something, a tree for all seasons or something, but super cute images. You can see why I fell in love with it. It was one of my first stamp sets. Thank you, Karen, for that really adorable card. This card is from Judy Patrick, and she sent me a really wonderful note. She was one of the prize recipients for Alive, but also lives in Florida where the hurricane hit pretty hard and just added a few other little things. I mean, it wasn't a lot, but she was very generous in her note back to me, and it was very touching. So anyways, thank you, Judy, and I'm sure what I gave you wasn't even like a fraction of what you lost in the hurricane. But I wish you well, and I'm hoping that your recovery from that is going well. But beautiful, beautiful card made with past Paper Pumpkin materials, some fun little embellishments here. I love the layered look. I love the dimensional look. A little bit of shadow in there. Super pretty card. Gorgeous. Thank you, Judy. And this goes with that, so I'm going to stick that over there. Okay. This card is from Gail Beth Rice. She is a newer demonstrator in my group. And this thank you card is for a little goodie that I sent her shortly after she joined. I sent her something because I just did. Anyways, so she thanked me for that, and you can see the beautiful detailing that she put into this. She has not only the little splatters on there, but then she embossed the background, and she has the awesome bow punch in here for the leaves, a double layered thanks, really, really pretty card. And she left this unadhered or not adhered so that you can flip up that little butterfly for a bit of dimension. Super pretty card, Gail Beth. Thank you. We have, oops, sorry. You can't see what I'm doing, but sorry anyways. A card from Nancy Ragusi. She got a prize also from one of my lives. Hey, Linda, how are you? She got a prize from one of my lives and sent me a thank you card using past Paper Pumpkin kit pieces and the coordinating designer paper from the Sweet Nests of Winter to make her card. And if you recognize this stamp set, it is one of the top stamp sets that Stampin' Up! Has. Layering leaves, just saying. A tree for all season. Thank you so much, Sandra. And I love that you are watching from Germany, by the way. I saw your comment earlier, so thank you for tuning in. It's from the year 2000. That makes sense because I signed up in 2000. Yes, I signed up in February of 2000. So maybe I got it shortly after I was a demonstrator. She's referring to this stamp set, by the way, a tree for all season. Thank you. Thanks for looking that up. Love it. Okay, and then we have a card this is from Pat Stewart, and just a general thank you. She is somebody on my team who is very generous with her cards. She sends me cards often. I want to say at least once a month, maybe twice, just to send me a sweet note. She's got a very good heart. She's one of those angels on earth. That's how I think of her. Anyways, this is a card from her using some layers and little popped up sentiment. So let's move on to the next card. This one's using a fun set from long ago. This is from Nancy Keebler, demonstrator in my group. Now I'm not gonna always say demonstrator in my group or I can't. I should stop doing that. Anyways. But I really love my team members. So this card here is using a stamp set from a while back. It had these little fancy birdhouses with a stand. And I think this embossing folder is from a while back too. So it must have been a card that she pulled out of her stash. But she sent me that sweet thank you card. And then I got this card. This is another one from Pat Stewart. This is using a kit from the Kits collection. Fun little thank you card. And I'm trying to, oh, she had some loss in her family, and so she was sending me a thank you. Okay, this card with very, very nice writing, I should say, from, now is it Tangi or Tangi? So if you are listening, I'm going to say it Tangi Summers, but she sent me this beautiful card with the poppy stamp, the suite. Remember that poppy suite from a few catalogs, mini catalogs back? Gorgeous paper, just stunning paper. Every sheet that you saw in that paper, you had to get like 10 packs of it because it was so, so pretty. You're signing up February 3rd. Awesome, Marcia. That's awesome. And getting the layering leaf stamp set. Oh, I love you. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to show off this pretty card. Gorgeous, right? Tangi sent me a thank you because, oh yeah, she was a YouTube live winner as well. So it's so sweet when, you know, someone gets a prize from one of those live paper crafting classes. I oftentimes will get a card back. No pressure from those of you where your names are drawn, but it is sweet, and it's a nice thing in return to get these creative ideas from you, because I get tons of inspiration, you guys. When I get cards in the mail from all of my paper crafting friends, I get inspired. Oftentimes, like in this last swap that we had with the team members, there was a card in there that just struck me. I never saw that kind of simple cut before, and we used it for the Mystery Live. It was the inspiration for my Mystery Live, Mystery Stamping Live that I just did a couple days ago. So how do we send you a card for show and share in Canada? You can send it, obviously, yes, in the mail. And, oh, thank you. Yeah, send it in the mail to me. I can include, you know what I should do is have my address that you can send it to as something that I can just click on and share. Yeah, maybe I could take and write it out with marker as we're doing this. But right now I don't have any markers next to me. Reach out to me. Email me at stampyourartout@comcast.net, and I will send you my mailing address if you'd like to mail me a card for the next show and share. Thank you. This card here is done with the Regal Winter Suite. I do remember the name of this. This is fairly recent because it's currently still in the mini catalog that we have that is leaving us. But the designer paper, the ribbon, the imagery, the dies, all of that is from there. And this is from Kim Narveson, and she was just thanking me for what I do for my videos. She said, you put in a lot of hard work and I appreciate it. And she's also a channel member. So thank you, Kim. Appreciate you. All right, the next card is from a past kit, one of my favorite kits. This is from Bonnie Curry. I have missed Bonnie, and in one of my cards to her, I wrote a little note, a handwritten note, because I think of her often. She used to connect with us a lot, and then our team, I should say. But she hadn't for a while, so I was just telling her that I missed her, and she was connecting with me through the note. Sometimes our lives take turns, right? And we have to kind of slow down in some areas because of certain things. So that's what happened. Anyway, she's doing well. And she just sent me a little, I appreciate you, and your note that I sent to her. Okay, this next card is from Gail Beth Rice again. And what's so nice, Gail Beth sent these, a stack of cards to me, all with a different note inside. So I don't know if she meant to send them as she wrote them out, but they all came to me at once, and it was like a Christmas present, really. It was so fun. Oh yes, thank you so much, Marcia. I appreciate you putting that in the live chat. Yeah, there's Tangi. Hi. Did I say your name right? Is it Tangi or Tangi? I want to say Tangi, but oh, good. I used to be an elementary teacher, and so for me to pronounce someone's name correct is very important. It's a sign of respect when you try to say someone's name correctly. Um, and I thought phonetically it just was supposed to be Tangy. Anyways, you're utterly amazing. Such a sweet little card that she made with that utterly sweet. Anyways, let me tell you why she sent this one. She's registered for the onstage and freebie stamp. Oh, so before she became a demonstrator, she earned a stamp set and with her purchases through loyalty points. And so that's what she was thanking me for with this really cute card. So I'm going to stick her note back inside there. Thank you, Gal Beth. Oops, got to add my little envelope to it. Okay, this next card is from Debbie. Debbie B in Kansas. She's one of my frequent viewers on YouTube. Thank you, Debbie. This card here is for, she won. She won on one of my lives, and she was sending me this adorable thank you card. I love the whimsical little display of pumpkins on here, the fun, solid, bold colors, regals, kind of regal colors, and just, it's got that fun little cartoony look to it. It's super cute. It makes you smile when you see it. So that is Debbie B in Kansas. Thank you, Debbie. Then we have Amy Rudd's card here, and I'm trying to think of why she sent this to me. So Amy is a demonstrator in my group. She participated in a swap that we had a couple times earlier. Not this last one, but the one before. And the theme was fun with ink. And so she participated and sent me her cards. And then in our group, you enclose either demo dollars, which you can earn as being, doing certain things as a demonstrator in my team, or you can send cash, check, Venmo, whatever. And she had enclosed her demo dollars in here to pay for the shipping of her swaps back to her. So can I pop my email address up again? I certainly can, Laura. There you go. So reach out to me at my email address. And I think Marcia did include, if you scroll back on YouTube, if you're watching on YouTube, you can see Marcia included my address, my actual physical address in there to send to if you want to. So it is cold. For those of you that are chiming in a little bit later, we did talk about the weather earlier. It seems like all over the US, and I'm not sure elsewhere in the world or not, but hi, Debbie. Yay. I'm not sure elsewhere if it's just cold globally or what, but we're having a chilly day in many parts of the US where a lot of my viewers are chiming in from. So I'm so glad that you loved seeing your card shared. That's great. I am so inspired by the cards that I get. Yes. Leon's wife, I forgot every time I see your comment come up, I want to say your first name and I can't remember it right now. So remind me again what your name is so that I'm not just saying, thank you, Leon's wife. It's foggy and misty in Colorado. Yeah, it just seems like it's just cold, cold, cold everywhere, right? Cold and snowy. You're welcome. So super cute card. I think that this truck set and punch are now gone. The last chance items, if you go on the online store at stampyourartout.com, you can see the items that are labeled last chance. Those items are currently marked that way because they have limited inventory. So like this stamp set and coordinating punch are gone. They were marked, well, it was before the last chance thing started, but Stamp It Up has a new thing now. So anything marked last chance, you want to get it before it's gone, because once it's gone, it's not going to come back. Now, there are a few exceptions to the rule. For example, the reindeer set and dies. Currently, I just looked this up this morning for somebody, the dies are labeled last chance and they say currently unavailable, but they are still showing in the online store. So if you see something that is still showing in the online store, currently unavailable and last chance, it just means that Stampin' Up! Has more inventory coming in. So it's currently not available, but there's still more to it. So hope that makes sense. Okay. All right. Yes, the NW belongs to the street. Correct, Sandra. Okay, next card. This one is from Cindy Howard. She sent this with her swap, and it was just a sweet little thank you. She always sends me cards too. She's one of those who sends me cards often, and she sent it with her swap just to say how much she appreciates me. And it was, you know, those kind of cards, just messages like that touch your heart. So if you want to touch somebody's heart, send them a card. Just tell them how much you appreciate them. It's nice to hear that once in a while, right? What did she say? Debbie's laughing at what Leon's wife said. So I got to check out what Leon's wife said. It's okay. I like being Leon's wife. Okay. All right. Sounds good. You can tell it to me privately if you want to later on. But I know that you've told me before. Gorgeous layering in here. And you can see that she used that technique of splattering ink on, probably from a blends marker or something like that. Sometimes, do you remember the spritzers we used to have where it's got a bulb on the end and a little tool that allows you to attach a marker, and you squeeze the bulb and the air that comes out of the bulb kind of sprays the ink from the marker? So it could have been a tool like that too. But anyways, I love the splatter look. It's a fun way to add a background. So thank you, Leon's wife. So that is from Cindy Howard. And then we have a card and a gift from Linda Smith. Excuse me, Paper Pumpkin. Oh, she had her name drawn as a Paper Pumpkin subscriber winner one month. And so she sent me this card made with a past paper pumpkin. Do you see this white kind of paint look here? I'm not sure exactly how she did that, but I've seen that kind of technique displayed before, and I'm thinking that she did that with ink, unless this is a layer, but I don't think it is. It's so pretty. So anyways, Linda, I should have asked you earlier when you sent me the card, but this is a card from her for thanking me for the gift and the card that I sent. But then she goes out and she sends me a card back in return with a gift. So, so she makes things with glass, and she made me this book buddy, and it's basically got like this material, like a cord, right? And it's an elastic cord that you wrap around where you're at in the book. Here, I'll take it out so you can see. I took it out before, and then I stuck it back in because I didn't want to forget it. But you take this and you wrap it around your book where you're at in the page, and it just marks where you're at. And then she has this little fun little glass accent. And that to me looks like a little page. Can you see the bookmark there? It's like a little book with a bookmark on it. That is from Linda Smith. Thank you, Linda. All right, next set of cards. This one is, let's do this one next. We'll do this one next. Okay, these are congrats cards. In my business, I'm a goal achiever. We'll just say that like lightly. I really like what I do. I love what I do. We'll just put it that way. I'm passionate about what I do. I love sharing the art of paper crafting. I love teaching the art of paper crafting. I love mentoring team members. I've always had kind of like teaching jobs when I was an elementary teacher, when I was a fitness instructor back when I was really, really young. All of those jobs. Ropes course. I taught people to go down ropes, cables, going down zip lines and stuff like that. I mean, every job that I've had where I'm teaching has fulfilled me. And so because I'm so passionate, I do pretty well, and I achieve certain goals. So these are some congrats cards from people for sales milestones and for things like that, basically. So anyways, this is from Shannon West. She is a demonstrator development manager at Stampin' Up. And I think there's a couple cards from her in here, but she works with demonstrators in our region of the US. And she's very sweet. She's even come to my house for one of my demonstrator events in person and participated and spoke. And she's going to come to another event soon online and has done that before. She's amazing. So she sent me a little congrats card. Then we have a card from Galbeth Rice. I had achieved earning a trip. I earned the next incentive trip, and so Galbeth sent me this cute card, and I have to show you how it opens. So this is similar to that one card where the designer paper stays put. So this is stuck down here. It's not like, this is cut shorter than normal, but it looks like it's part of the full thing and like it's going to be a cupboard, and it's not. It opens up like that with a cute little area here, tiny little narrow area to write down your sweet sentiment, whatever you want to write down. So love it. This was one of my favorite sweets that we had for a while. This next card, very cleverly done by our own Lisa Marshall. She's my moderator on Facebook. I don't have my moderators here today, you guys. I'm sorry. I hope that's okay. But if you have questions, just keep asking them, and eventually I will see them, especially if they're geared towards me. Just keep asking them. So anyway, she sent me a card. This is just the little paper that she put over the top of it when mailing to kind of protect the embellishments. But she highlighted the number 5. And then this is my card. On her envelope, she even used my stamp set, Layering Leaves. But here is a card made with a past paper pumpkin kit. Congrats, 5. And then on the inside, just using my stamp set again. I thought that was really, really neat. So that was a fun card to open. Very festive. The next card, oops, they're falling. Hang on a minute. I need a bucket on that side too. This next card is from V Noose, I think is how you say her last name, Knouse. And she got a card and vellum gift, and then from me, and then she also wanted to congratulate me. So this is her congrats card. She's got the kind of cupboard door little look here, right? Embossed these entire front panel layers here. And then when you open it up, that's what it looks like. She used a past paper pumpkin kit for the embellishments. My stamp set here with the little speckles. For those of you that don't know me, when you reach 1 million in sales, you get to work with Stampin' Up! Staff to design a stamp set in your name. And I put a ton of effort into the one that was designed in my name. And so I like to say that I designed it, but I can't really say that 100% because what Stampin' Up! Has to do is they then take your images, even if you draw them the way you want them, they have to take them and redraw them a little bit differently so that it's Stampin' Up! Copyright. But so my stamp set is Layering Leaves, and it's still available. And so yeah, it's in its 2nd year of being available, and I'm very, very proud of it. So check it out. It's a great stamp set, Layering Leaves. This card is another one from Gail Beth. This is in the one of the ones that came in her big packet, and this is her congrats card to me on my rankings for overall for the U.S. from last year, and it's really mind-blowing when you get those numbers and you're like, what? How'd that happen? But yeah, so all the cards that came in were just sweet. They kept me up on my cloud 9 for a long time. So this is from Gail Beth. I love the little layered look here. I love layers. I love dimensionals. I love texture. I love embellishments, inking backgrounds. There's a lot of fun little elements of interest on this card. So very pretty, Gail Beth. It's a very fun fold. Should I tell you the measurements of that one? Sorry, this one here. So this is using, I believe, an 11-inch piece of cardstock. We'll take our old ruler in here. So it's approximately 11 inches, scored at 1 1/4, 3 3/8, 7 5/8, and 9 3/4. Over time, when cards move, get bent and moved a lot, sometimes the area where they're scored gets a little bit crunchier. So those are the measurements, even though if you look at it exactly now, it looks like it's a 1/16 of an inch off. It's just because it's been bent a few times, but those are the measurements that you'd want to use for that. This next card was an inspiring card. This was sent to me by the Stampin' Up! Leadership team. So I had lots of amazing signatures put in there by some top staff members at Stampin' Up! And even Sarah, who is one of the co-founders' daughters, so Shelley's daughter, who runs the company. But here we have this beautiful card. I'm not sure where this stamp comes from, but I want it. Anyways, it inspired me to do an ornament card with a past paper pumpkin kit. I think it was last month's, the one with the stockings. So that I did an ornament here and then stamped some words repeatedly in this spot here to have a similar look. I really loved this layout. Really, really fun. Okay. Yeah, it is an interesting process, Lori. When you reach that level, it takes months. It takes months to work on the stamp set. And yeah, anyways, I won't go into it, but it's a very fun process. And you work one-on-one with an actual Stampin' Up! Artist. And so I will remember Jennifer for a long time. She was amazing to work with. So, and you're welcome for the measurements, Jamie. Any questions so far, keep throwing them out there, because if you have questions, I probably see 50% of the comments because I look down and then I look up and I look, you know what I mean? So if I'm missing something that somebody called out, please let me know. All right, so this card is a mystery to me in that I don't know who it's from. It was sent to me, obviously, after my the announcements were made of, rankings and all of that. I do know that it was mailed from the Dallas area, but there's no return address here or here. So I have no clue, and there's nothing on the inside as far as signature goes. If you sent me this card, will you please, please, please reach out to me? Again, here's my email address, because I want to say thank you at least, but I would have said thank you to you personally in this video had I known who it was from. This person used the medallion dies that are in the Round We Go bundle, and I'm thinking took like a computer image and printed that off for this layer here, and then this beautiful paper that we used to have that has kind of a satin sheet design look to it. So to make the medallion here in the middle, this is also part of the dies from the Round We Go. On the inside, these little areas here, those are from the dies in the Round We Go, and then we have some stickers in here from elsewhere. This stamp, long time ago. That was another one from like 2000 or early 2000s or whatever. All right, this next card is from Rose Carey. And so Rose Carey is in my team. She is also very, very, she loves the card challenges. She loves being in swaps. She loves being in, like, we have this birthday swap group that we do. And so she's in that. And she puts so much care and detail into all of her cards. The insides of her cards are just as gorgeous as the outsides, and just amazing. So I don't have a birthday in January, but she sent out all of the January birthday cards and sent, or maybe it was December, I don't know. I don't remember which month this is, Rose, now. Anyways, she sent me an extra one. How lucky am I? So I got this fun little pocket card with the pull-out birthday cake, and it just slips right down in there like that. Isn't that cute? This card is from Janine Froberg, and let's see here. So Janine, also team member, sent me a bunch of her demo dollars to put into her bank. And so this is from Janine, using a past paper pumpkin kit. Janine I have known since elementary school. Yeah, she's a sweetheart. Then I got this card from Gail Beth. I think this is part of her bundle of cards too. It's icky here in Wichita, Brenda says. Oh, I'm sorry. Brenda, you're on Facebook right now. Your comment is, your name is showing up in blue. I know you're also one of my YouTube members. So, but good to see you on the live. I'm just surprised that you're on Facebook. I looked over at the YouTube and I'm like, oh, I don't see her name popped up there. But Rose is here. Rose, I just shared your card as you saw. Okay. Let's see here. Then we have this card here. Oh, sorry. Focus, Rachel. Focus. This card, using the layering leaves, is from Gail Beth Rice. And inside, take a peek at that. She did a little tissue box in there. I was going through a little bit of a struggle early December because of a cold that was being passed around in my family. And for some reason, Mama Bear, not the two baby bears and not the Papa Bear, but Mama Bear had it the worst. So she sent me a get well card. I really struggled. My boys and my husband, they got through it fine. But yeah, mine lasted 2 weeks. I lost my voice for, I want to say, 3 days. It was crazy. This card and 3 other things here are from a retreat that I attended by team member Nancy Forsberg and Kayla Corey. They're a mom-daughter team from Stampin' Bay, and they host a retreat every year for their team members and invited me to attend, well, many different years in a row, and I finally was able to make it this time. And I was so excited that I got to do make and takes while I was there. It was really fun. So this is one of the make and take cards that we did. So snow much, and then fun is on the inside. I like to alter mine, so these aren't the original designs, but anyways, they're close to it, right, Nancy and Kayla? But yeah, just a fun snow globe card. And then this card here that has like a little tuck, and then you open it like that. And then I made a 3rd card. So all of these are kind of like just unique types of cards. This is an easel card. And then this last thing was like, oh, there was actually 5, but I don't have the other one here. I wonder where I put that. An ornament. We did an ornament, a paper ornament. I don't know where it went. You need the Kleenex card tutorial? Hi, Carol. Good to see you pop up on there. The Kleenex tutorial. Okay. I'll set that card aside. Oh, I hope you get better soon, Galbeth. I know you mentioned that earlier, that you guys were not feeling well in your family. I hope you get through it soon. So this little album was inspired by an album that was shared during our last onstage in March. And so we got to make something similar to what Sarah Douglas had shared on stage. And this is my little version of that album. Isn't that fun? So you just put photos on each page, right? Or whatever you want on each page. I don't know. But it's a cute little mini album that I made at Nancy and Kayla's. So this is your first live event? Oh, good, Pat. I'm glad that you're getting inspired. That is the goal. That is the goal of these show and shares. It is to inspire all of you, to inspire your creativity. Now, I've got a ton of Christmas cards next. You ready for that? We're going to go for a while here, you guys. I have Christmas cards, and then I'll show you the swaps at the end. So if you have to tune out, you can come back later on and watch again. Otherwise, take your computer or device with you into your kitchen and get some food, some lunch or whatever, and keep watching. All right, I'll try to go faster. Melissa Faust so sent me this card, really cute with the moose on it. I'm gonna try to go faster, you guys. I'm so sad that we're already 44 minutes in here. This is from Sharon Broussard, using the gold dipped and those little elements there. I love the layout, simple layout on this one. This is from Tony Shaw, the simple layout with the diagonal pieces of designer paper. So pretty. Thank you, Tony. That is her Christmas cards. So these are all Christmas cards, okay? Did I make a video on how to make that mini book? If you tuned into All-Star Videos, there is a video within there. So I took that idea, and it's one of my All-Star exclusive tutorial video class bundle thingies from the Regal Winter, if you want to find it specifically. So if you're interested, you could find it in the Regal Winter. So here, let me go to, I'm going to go to my blog, okay? I'll bring you over there, you guys, real quick. So on my website, if you go under shop, go to tutorials this way. So tutorials, logo items, more than tutorials. When you get here, there's one called Regal Winter, and within there are step-by-step directions for, I'm pulling it up here, for the album. Can you see it there? I made a couple different albums in there. So there you go. Oops, back to the desktop. if you're interested. This card is from Karen Andrusik, and I love the basic use of just one, basically it's just one folded piece of cardstock, right? Stamped, and then a sentiment on top with some ribbon. It's sweet, simple, and stunning at the same time. That's from Karen Andrusik. This card is a backfold card by Renee Walkowski. And so she sent me this card here. It opens like that, and then you go like that to open the whole thing up. That is from Renee. This is from Marcine Akeley. And did I say it right? Akeley, yes. Marcine Akeley. And really beautiful traditional colors in there. A little scene, border piece, a little sparkle on there. Fun ideas, aren't they? This is worth every minute, says Marcia. Oh, and thank you so much. Teresa goes, no rush. We love it. Thank you, Teresa. How are you? I've missed you, by the way. This is a card from Becky Ewing, and she used that gold base, that card base, and then added these layers from the beautiful paper, these elements. It's stunning. It's stunning, Becky. Really pretty Christmas card. Well, yes, come back later, Nancy, if you can't stick it out through the whole thing. We're going strong here with lots of card inspiration. Hey, Linda. Oh, hi, Beth. Okay, so this card is from Caroline King. Beth Teslaff, how are you? Gorgeous card with paper pumpkin. Sweet and simple though, right? All you need is a little bit of foiled paper and some layers, and you have a stunning and simple card at the same time. That is from Caroline King. Here's a fun fold card using the Humble Home bundle. This is from Judith Little. And when you look at it, you think, oh, it must open up like that. But no, it opens up like this. And then you write on the back side like that, and it can stand on its own. Isn't that a fun fold type of card? I love it. Hi, Nancy Reynolds. How are you? And then we have this card from Kim Greenslade. And I love, okay, so this is really unique. Look what Kim did here. So she has a Z fold, but do you see this extra little layer in here that is attached just with a little seam here? There's like a little seam. So it's attached. So when you open it up, you don't notice that until you open it all the way up, and there is her sentiment. Have a Merry Christmas. It's like a little peekaboo type of insert into the card. And then where do you write? You can either write on the back of this, or the back of this, or the back of the card. So that is from Kim Greenslade. And then I've got a card using that same designer paper. This is from Caroline Service and her husband Joe out on the East Coast, friends of mine for a long time, since an incentive trip in Hawaii when we first met. Really pretty, sweet, simple card. Designer paper does a lot for a card, doesn't it? Thanks, Debbie. She's like, come on, thumbs up. Yeah, if you would, YouTube watchers, click the thumbs up, and all of you, if you want to share, I appreciate that. I do. This is from Betty Clark. Betty Clark used traditional colors with the deep regal reds and greens, the sweet, simple look of designer paper on the bottom, colored on the top with a layer between. This time it's a ribbon, and then the sentiment covering both. I did not ever get these embellishments, but now that I see them in person, I'm really sad that I did not invest in them to show off during Christmas. They're gorgeous. These are those little berry clusters. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. Thank you, Betty, for that card. Here's one using the Shepherd's Care stamp set, which I just found out a couple days ago is not leaving us. It's not a last chance stamp set, but this one has been super popular, the one that has this image here. So Peace on Earth, this is from Sue Wallen. Love how she used this designer paper for her landscape and sky scene for the Bethlehem city off in the distance. Here is a card from Luann Peterson. Have a holly jolly Christmas. When you open it up, you think it's just a normal card, but it does have a fun fold. There we go. So it looks like this. And here, I'll just peel that out so you can see the whole thing. It's a tri-panel type of opening. And then we have a card from Mike and Chrissy. This is from Chrissy May. Chrissy always makes such stunning cards. I'm always amazed at her artistry. You can see she took, I'm thinking this is designer paper. I don't, no, I think she took because it feels like cardstock. So I'm thinking she took a blending brush and inked it so that it had a dark to light look. And then she cut from that to get these branches in the pinks and greens, created the wreath, and then stuck the Noel in the middle. Embossed background. Oh my gosh, it's a stunning card. Love it. Here's another wreath card. A little simpler design, but still just as stunning. This is from Sandy Zulke, and I love how her die that she used on the inside reaches down, and so you can see that fun look from the outside and the inside. I always like it, like I told you in the beginning, I always like it when you can have a little element that you see from the out that appears on the in. So aren't they great cards? You guys are so sweet. Thanks for chiming in. I appreciate all the comments. It is a stunning effect, isn't it, Debbie? With the wreath, I'm thinking that's what you're talking about, where you take and color and then die cut and layer them like that. That's just gorgeous. This is a pass kit, and this is from Holly Paplow, and she sent me this very Merry Christmas card. It's gorgeous. I'm not sure where that die comes from, but these pieces here, those come from a kit, and I'm not sure where the Merry Christmas comes from either. Really pretty combo though. This is from a past kit. Also, this is from Faith. I'm going to botch up your last name, Faith, but Faith that I connected with in Hawaii. Chmielewski. I think I said it right. So this is from Faith, using a past kit that I was in love with completely. I love this whole, I don't know, this whole berry cluster leaf look here. Gorgeous. Here is a card from Natalie Travis. I have to show you the inside of this because her family's on there, but she made this stunning card with the cute little star punch, may your days be merry and bright, and then wishes for a Merry Christmas and a letter from her family. So she's got her photos attached on the inside so you can see all the goodness when you open it up. This is a fun Christmas card. You love the black base? I do too, Leon's wife. It's fun. Oh, thanks, Tony. And thank you for your card, by the way. Okay, so this one is like a multi-open. It's like a mini book. I love these kinds of cards. So you have this scene that's through the window, and then you open it. You can still see that scene, but this is also a folded piece here. So this layer is another piece that's folded on the inside, so that when you open it again, that's where you can write your message, your sentiment. Really, really pretty card. And that is from Joan Maddie. I wrote her name on the outside because I don't think she even like put a post-it note with her card. I think she left it blank and then just stamped the back, and the envelope had her name on it. And I'm like, I don't know if she was gifting that to me and forgot to write on the inside, or if she just wanted me to re-gift it. Not sure. But anyways, thank you, Joan. This card is from Vase Smith, and using a past paper pumpkin kit, a recent one, with the beautiful little chickadees. That was a fun look. All those little birdies in there, wasn't it? And the branches. That was a really cute kit. Thank you, Vay. Here is a postcard. This is from Jane Caldwell. So if you are trying to, either have less areas to stamp on, or you want to do something more, like a lot of cards nowadays for Christmas are postcards, like photo postcards and stuff. So you could certainly do that with your hand stamped cards too, even if it doesn't have any photos on it. So you could just stamp a layer, and you can flip it over, do your writing on the back side, and send it. And it saves you on postage, hopefully, because you're not using as many layers. Depends, on your country where you live. But in the US, if your card is over an ounce, you pay more. And if it has thick embellishments, you pay more. So she has a very tiny embellishment here. So her Christmas cards were then more affordable by doing it this way. But really a great idea that way. Then we have this beautiful card by Gwen Lee. And she did, and I'm not sure where these pieces come from. Maybe they're Stampin' Up, but I don't recognize them. But I still love the look. I love the whole branch in the background and then the Noel across the front. Really pretty card from Gwen Lee. All right. We are getting there. We are getting there. This next, I'm going to put that right there because I gotta stick some things into a bucket or they're all going to fall. They're all going to fall. We don't want them to fall. Okay, and I would bring the bucket over here, but then my other piles would fall. So there we go. We're tidying up in the background. You don't know what I'm doing. So sorry, you guys. This is where you have to have like multiple cameras. All right, still getting through that. Look at the ugly sweater card, you guys. Isn't this funny? This is from Yvonne Wood, and it's hilarious. She turned it into an ugly sweater type of card. You guys know there's a tradition. I don't know if it's just a US thing or what, but you go to a party and one of the themes is everybody wears an ugly sweater, whether it's a Christmas or New Year's event. But this is something that's pretty popular to do nowadays. So really cute. Made me giggle. From My Home to Yours. Beautiful card using that old-fashioned looking paper. This is from Marcine Ingram. Has a little touch of glitter paper strips here to make it look like beautiful ribbons accenting the card. That's how I think of as like for glimmer paper and glitter paper, using a little bit is perfect. When you use it as a full layer, it's sometimes overwhelming, but just using a touch here and there, it's more like an embellishment in my mind. It's not really a layer, it's more like an embellishment. So that's why, you know, when you get one sheet, it's certainly going to last you a lifetime because you're going to cut tiny little pieces from it, right? This card is one of those column fold cards. This is from Shirley Osenbach. And here is the inside. She used a little flap here for where you can write on the inside, and it folds down like that to close. So this is a card fold that I came up with a little over, maybe it was about a year ago. Maybe under a year ago, I don't know. But it is showing on my actual blog when you go and visit there. Let me show you. I'm just going to show you because I'm pretty darn proud of it. So when you go to my blog, it's like one of the first pictures you see. Yay! That was a fun one. Here is another card that is stunning. This is from the Stampin' Storage team. I'm an affiliate with them. I promote their products because I love their products. And when people use my link, I get a little kickback. And so because I'm an affiliate with them, I get a little gift each year. And this year, this was the card that was sent with the gift. Very sweet. Got a necklace this year. I should have worn it. Then I got this Christmas card from Carol Smith. I have a Carol Schmidt too that I know. Carol Smith is a demonstrator in my group. And here is her and her beautiful family. And a Christmas card that she made. So she used the Past Paper Pumpkin kit with a little chickadee. This is a fun fold card that I received from, who is this? Oh, Irene Cuts. And so it goes like this. You open it like that. Oopsie. You open it like that, and then this extends out so that you can make a huge scene if you want to. Really pretty. I love the paper she chose for that. I think that was that a last year's paper? Hi, Doris. Good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. And hi, Diana. We were asking about the weather for those of you coming in late. Is it colder than you normally have in your area? I think everyone's surprised by the cold temperatures that they're getting. Tons of talented people. I agree with you, Mary. And just the inspiration, creative inspiration that you get, whether it's the fold, whether it's the color combination, whether it's a technique that you see, or maybe you fall in love with the products that are being used on it, because maybe like for Shepherd's Care. Oh my gosh, I have so many cards with the Shepherd's Care set. Really, really fun and inspirational to see these kinds of show and share videos. Watch this one. This is cool. So you take and you open this up, and then you bend this back, and that's how you open the full card from Debbie Silot. Isn't that cool? So it's one of those tucked scenery type of folds, but with a little extra lock little locking mechanism there. Here is a card from Lisa Marshall. Lisa Marshall, thank you. She sent me this cute Christmas card. I'm trying to remember exactly where she went, but it was somewhere over there in Europe where I think they speak German. Anyways, this is her card. Really pretty, fun element going, you know, those, what is that? What's that called when you, what kind of ride is that? A sky something, sky ride, I don't know. I've been on them before. Anyways, that was a sweet card. Very appropriate for her Christmas adventure that she had with her husband. Did you, Kim? Oh, thanks. I'm glad that it's a really simple fun fold card, isn't it? So here is a really pretty blue Christmas card. Blue is such a stunning, crisp color in the winter, right? Especially with this sparkly, soft ribbon that we used to carry. Let It Snow. This card is from the Hoffman family. Thank you, Jean. This is from Jean. Tony and Jean came out to visit me. How many years ago is that now, Tony? If you're still on. That was maybe 3 years ago, but it was so fun and such a nice surprise. They did this whole trip where they went, and it was like a crafting excursion. So they went to different parts of the US to do crafting related stuff and visit people that they wanted to meet. So Skytram, thanks, Debbie. Yes, that's what I've heard it called before. Thank you for that. 12 degrees in Western Maryland, Linda. That sounds cold for that area. Oh, wow. Yeah, and a lot of us are reporting no snow also, Donna, which is interesting. Now, this is kind of cool. Like, look at this. So she took, this card is from Cindy Motherway, and she took and piled all of these die-cut elements together and then ran it through the embossing machine, because all the embossed layers line up together. You can see that it was like, so it's almost material looking, like it was a stitched quilt that, you know, then has all this texture. It's just a fun look, isn't it? Okay, next card. This is another one of those folds that we just saw before. And this one is from Charlene Clark. So you can see the little hinged diamond shape there going across. Thank you, Charlene. It's beautiful. And I love that you used an element from the Paper Pumpkin kit. Just a hint of shine there with the with the foil paper, and then some beauteous designer paper back here. Here is another stunning card, and I need to take a sip of water. This one is from Cheryl Whitesell. She has been a customer of mine for a long time. Very devoted. I love you, Cheryl. She's been with me with clubs and all of that when I used to do online clubs. I don't do them anymore, but she's just been good to me. And she sent me a Christmas card. I love it. This layer of vellum on here, you don't really need it, but it adds just a subtle beautiful touch to it, where it just makes the white here a little softer, right? And it makes those skates really stand out. It's almost like a foggy winter day with adding that little touch of vellum on there. I love the black and white gingham ribbon up in the top. Just a touch of that just adds so much. And that was from Cheryl. This next card is using the bow punch. Love that bow punch. And some of that beautiful paper that is in the online exclusives. I'm guessing that sentiment comes from that suite as well, but I don't know. Okay. Very windy today in Maryland, central Maryland. Okay. Yeah, wind chill can really bring that temperature feeling down. She said it's 28. This is from Louise. So it's 28 where she lives, but it feels like 5 because it's so windy. This is from CJ Hart. CJ Hart is like a sister demonstrator of mine. And she likes to participate in our swaps. So that's always fun. And then we have a card from Janine Froberg again. This is using a really past Paper Pumpkin kit, one that I was absolutely in love with the cute little Santa head and the joy and these shiny little snowflake elements. This paper, I mean, it was just one of my favorite kits. So it was fun to reminisce and get this card in the mail from Janine. Here's a card using some stunning fall paper but with some gorgeous, do you remember all of these little pieces here? This is a, oh, what did they call this? It was like a holographic or something paper, kind of a coppery look. Oh, miss it. Really pretty stuff. And added to this background, which is actually some fall papers. This is from Gail Beth Rice. Again, Gail, you are just showering me with cards lately. Really, really pretty card. Love that look. Here is a card that has a few pieces from a past paper pumpkin kit. This is from Kristen Crowley and her family. These little elements here are from a past paper pumpkin kit. This is from designer paper, the side that you typically don't choose without the foiling, but it is pretty, pretty background paper, and just tiny little touches with the itty bitty bow and the gorgeous colored rhinestones. Really pretty. Here is a square card. We don't see those too often, but when you make a square card, I just want to tell you, at least in the US, mail it in a rectangular envelope, because then you don't have to pay more postage than you need to. So with a square card, you have to pay a special increase in postage. I'm not sure why. I'm guessing it has to do with the machines and the automation. Maybe a square card is harder for the machines to crank out, and it has, maybe, I don't know. I should ask my friends that work at post offices. Carol's on with us, maybe she can chime in. But that is a very pretty card that was done with the shepherd's care, some vellum on top of a full foil layer. Now here is where the full foil or a full glimmer paper would make sense. When you put a piece of vellum over it, it looks like this is now cardstock, and this is just a hint of a layer there underneath. Like, it's not as overwhelming, right? Really great idea. I get so inspired, you guys. These are so inspirational. Here is another fun card. This one has a lot of cute little elements on it. It is from Barbara Krankle, and she made some Christmas trees on there with some stars on the top, some presents, holiday greetings, little elements that were like pre-made that she stuck down to create this fun, regal looking card. I have to put these in the bucket, you guys. They're gonna fall over again. We're putting them in the bucket. Okay, we have more. We have more. Here is a card that I got from Donna Hoppy, and it opens, it has a belly band, and then you have two scenes, one here. Oh, I gotta show you this. So she took and did like a spritzing on her cardstock with, I mean, I'm not sure if it's shimmer paint or Wink of Stella, but she somehow spritzed all of that beautiful gold accenting on some cardstock here. Just really pretty. So she's got her scene here with a Santa, open it up, there's another Santa, and like that. And so you just take this trifold card and you cut and you cut and you fold it over, and it has that really neat look where you have just a peek of the inside of the card. She sent this to me along with a gift. I got a gift from her, and it is this bookmark, an inspirational bookmark like that. Very sweet of you, Donna. And then I got this. Oh my gosh, yes, I remember I got this too. Okay, so this card, another one of these fun folds from Marcia. And Marcia spoiled me. So Marcia gave me, Marcia's on here with us. She gave me, Carol chimed in about the square cards, you guys. Let me read it. Hand cancel, yes. So for the post office reference, it's due to the aspect ratio. Yes, because it's not readily readable by our automation. Got it. Okay. Hey, oh my gosh, happy retirement to you, Carol. She's retiring this month. Wow. Congratulations to you. So yes, put a hand cancel stamp, which is the hand, the butterfly stamp in the US. It's the non-machinable. That's what we call it, right? Okay, so back to Marcia. Marcia gave me a couple cute little tweezer tools. I do have the Stampin' Up! One, so I'm probably gonna put these up in my bathroom to use. I hope you don't mind, Marcia, but I have the Stampin' Up! Tweezer here. She gave it to me because I was having trouble picking up things one day and I wasn't grabbing my tweezers. So she sent me that because she's so thoughtful. Along with that though, she gave me the 12 Days of Christmas. So I have on the first day of Christmas, I'm going to go through these really fast. I won't even read them, but you can just take a peek. You can go back and watch this later and do a screenshot if you want to. But just a fun little cute way. It reminds me of what I used to do when my boys were little. In fact, I'm not sure if I have posted that on my blog or not, but when they were really little, probably before I was even blogging, I used to make them little alphabet books, number books with stamps, Stampin' Up! Images and stamps, kind of like this is doing, right? It's like a little counting book. And so we would take and it was just a fun way of creating with my Stampin' Up! Products so that I could then also do something fun with my kids. And so I don't have those books anymore though. They are gone. I don't know what happened to them, but isn't this clever? So 8 stars for the 8th day, 9 bells, and 9 jingle bells, oops, like that. And then we have the little lights, Christmas lights, 11 presents, and 12 pairs of mittens. Isn't that cute? OMG, right? Oh my goodness sakes. Okay, we're gonna put those things back in here just so that I have all this stuff within. So that was her beautiful card that she sent with her gifts. The next show and share, by the way, probably will not have this many cards. I just want to tell you. And this is just 2 months of accumulating cards, you guys. But Christmas inspires a lot of us to create cards. This next one is a gift and card combo as well. This is from Doris Walker. Doris Walker, my goodness, Doris, the amount of work that you put into this is just amazing. I'm hoping that you did this with many people that you know, and you did kind of like an assembly line to make these all at once, because I am feeling blessed to have such a treasure. So she not only did some iron-on transfers onto this cute little tote bag, but, oh, and this beautiful card, done with the suite that I still can't remember, that's in the online exclusives. I don't own it, but it has like ferns and stuff in it. It's just stunning. I love this suite. Then she made this calendar. So here it is. Happy New Year, January. Here, I'll try to turn it this way so you can see better. Isn't it amazing? Yeah, Cindy and Rose. The 12 days was really cool. Cute. Yes, I agree. Thank you. So here's February. Here's March. Again, because this is a video, it's being recorded. You can come back to it and screenshot things. So if there's a card that you like, don't email me and say, question about that one card that had because I won't remember. There was too many cards I shared. So instead, go back and watch, take a screenshot, and then share that image with me, and then I can maybe help you out a little bit better, because there's so many cards this time. Here's May. Hi, Cindy. I've shared a card or two of yours already. Glad that you're on here with us. Isn't it adorable, Anita? So this is a little mini calendar using Stampin' Up! Products. It's just amazing. And even if you don't do calendars for people, you can take these layouts, right? Like this would be a cute little Halloween card. I love characters with cute eyes. They make me smile. November and December. Thank you so much, Doris. I do. I love it. Alrighty, next. In fact, we'll just do a couple more gifty things here since we're doing gifts. And Cindy's watching. I got a gift from Cindy. Cindy Howard. Okay, so this is Cindy's card. She used the Shepherd's Care with that beautiful paper that we used to have a while ago that looked like little desert scenes. And that's her inside. And then she gave me this gift. jewelry. I love sparkles. Now that I've done this show and share, this gets to go in my jewelry box. I've been waiting and waiting to wear this set. I'm so excited about it. So thank you so much. And take a peek at how this is displayed. It comes in a box with a light on it. So when you open it up, everything shines even more. It's just really, really cool. So thank you, Cindy, for that gift. Then I got this card from Virginia Phillips, and it goes like this, and then like this. So you see, oops, I gotta turn it this way. So you can see multiple scenes. Isn't that fun? And then she gave me this cutting board. It's amazing. It's so pretty. It has this beautiful tree, kind of a tree of life type of look on it. Beautiful colors. I love it. Thank you, Virginia. You're a sweetheart. So that is from Miss Virginia. I have to figure out where to put this so things don't fall, because now my stack over here is getting big, you guys. We definitely don't want that thing to fall because it's made out of glass. Okay. All right, I have it in place. More. Here we have that cute reindeer bundle. Stamps, dies, paper, and I think this is from the paper. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's from a different paper. Anyways, this card is from Mary Spellbrink, and she has a picture of her and her cute, cute, cute grandchildren in there. So, Season of Green. Thank you, Teresa. Appreciate it. Oh, thank you, Cindy. Oh, I wish I could hug people through the live video, but I can't. Sorry, I'm hugging you virtually. Thank you. All right, next card. This one is from Shelley Hinkle, and it has a really fun look to it. I like this idea where you take and emboss all of these white on white panels in a different embossing folder. So here we have a snow, here we have kind of like pine branches or whatever, fir tree, and then we have musical notes. And then within the middle, we have a wreath. So you have your pattern separated by a solid with a ribbon going through, and then just a little bit of speckles. You can see tiny little speckles on the white paper there. And the paper is from Take a Bow. Oh, thank you. Thanks, Eineke. And then do you see this too? A little bit of red accenting from the peppermint embellishments. When you open it up, you see those green and cherry cobbler embellishments again. I know what I'll do. I'll take these and put them over here, and then we have a place to put the rest of this stuff that is piling up. It is piling up on me, guys. Okay, next card. Done again with this gold base. I love those gold base cards. This is from Suzanne Bensley. So she used a gold base and then just made a mini little card on top, kind of like card candy. So if you take a beautiful, already pre-made card base, and especially this foil one, I mean, that goes with everything, and then you just make a tiny little element to go on top, you can have a stunning card instantly. So thank you, Suzanne, for that card. Here is a card using that gorgeous paper that I keep referring to. I forgot the name of this too. Someone look it up for me. Anyways, this is a tree from that same suite. Merry Christmas. This is from the mini catalog that we just had, and it's not even next to me, so I can't even grab it. But the peppermint candies were a great idea. Isn't that cool? I agree with you, Carol. And here's the inside. This is from Cheryl Lee. Cheryl Lee, along with V. Tran and Nancy and Kayla, will be attending a retreat with me soon in just 2 weeks. This is from Judy Browning. Judy Browning gave me this cute card. They're attending a retreat hosted by me at my house here. It's a Silver Elite retreat, so I cannot wait to spoil them for all that they do for their business and their customers and their team members. I'm excited. So congratulations to those gals. And this, I think, was this is a past paper pumpkin kit. I remember the stamp and this element here, and I kept thinking to myself, I wish they would have enclosed twice as many of those elements, because I had a hard time using that one up. One of my favorites. So that is from Judy Browning. Here is another past paper pumpkin kit. Past Paper pumpkin kits, you guys, if you are not subscribed to Paper Pumpkin, can I just say another shout out for them? They're amazing. And if you're part of the Paper Pumpkin fan club on Facebook, or if you just Google a kit name, you can get a ton of ideas, just alternate ideas to do with them. Things that, so if you don't like a kit as intended, you can make the projects in a different way. This is from Zaina Ames. And I love how it opens like this. She kept this piece here and didn't toss it aside and used it as part of her Z-fold fill in there to cover up where she was writing on the inside of her card. Here we have a card separated into 3 sections by this ribbon, by these 2 different imageries here. So you have your holly and berries, you have your sentiment, and then you have your main focal point image here. Stunning with the little pearls here. This is from Colleen Keller. Thank you, Colleen. Here is that Shepherd's Care Season of Elegance designer paper. Thank you. Using some of that Season of Elegance designer paper. I appreciate it, Mary Jane. Thank you. And then here we have the Shepherd's Care image again. Really pretty. This is from Nedra Dover. And from Donna Weller, we have an emboss so you can feel it. So she used that stamp with the snowflakes on it and embossed onto Pool Party with white embossing powder. The peppermints are floating throughout. We have the little Charlie Brown tree. I call it a Charlie Brown tree because it's tiny and very, very not so full. It looks very babyish. It's a tiny tree. It's super cute. And then the owl. Thank you so much, Donna, for that cute card. Peace on Earth. This is from Carolyn Fegley, and she used that paper that we used to have that was like a fabric, but it had an adhesive background backing to it. So you take and cut it, peel off the backing, and stick it down, and it has that feel of using material on the card. Hi, Linda. It's good to see you chiming in. Thank you for commenting on that, Carol. Yes. So Carol, who is a sister demonstrator of mine, the one who chimed in about the postage for square cards, Cars Creation, as you'll see her on the YouTube comments. Anyways, she just mentioned that the prepaids, once Sale-a-Bration begins, if you are currently a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or you're new, either way, it doesn't matter. You can purchase what's called a prepaid. So you're buying a whole bunch of Paper Pumpkin kits at once through the online store, which means then you can add other products to it too. Like it's so much easier. That's the way I do it every year. I take and buy a prepaid during Sale-a-Bration, a 12-month prepaid, and then you get a code in return. And your prepaid doesn't work until you enter your code into your Paper Pumpkin account. Once you redeem that code, it's going to override a credit card. So if you already have a credit card in the system and you're going like month to month, where it's charging you each month, your code that you get after you buy a prepaid entered into your account will override your credit card and allow you to have all of those Paper Pumpkin kits coming to you without your card being charged for a whole year. You buy them all at once and you get a discount. You also can earn SAB or Sale-a-Bration rewards because every $60 that you purchase from January 7th through the end of February allows you to pick from the Sale-a-Bration brochure. This is a pretty thick brochure, as you can see. There's lots of pages in there. And when I share the next swap, when I share the swaps, you're going to see them. This live is going so long. I'm so sorry, you guys. But, oh, and I know, Valerie just said, I'm in the UK. I know. So Paper Pumpkin is one of those products that is only available to North America Stampin' Up! Customers. And so I apologize on behalf of Stampin' Up! And it's not fair. I know. I'm sorry. Anika's chiming in too. Okay. Well, we'll move on. Okay. Merry Christmas, using some of that beautiful paper, the stamp set from that suite. This was last year, the year before, but a book binding type of card from Tammy Ruggiero and her family. Then we have this card. So you can imagine my cupboard wall was filled, you guys. I took a picture of it and put it on my blog. And that was before I had all the cards. I got a ton of Christmas cards. I really appreciate all of the creative ideas that were sent my way. This card is from Joanne Pollock and her family. cute little sweet house with the tree and the snowflakes embossed and added with the glued on embellishments. And then here is her family. They went to Disney World this past year. And then we have a card from Kathy Evans. And I love this. It's sweet and simple. It's using the wood grain paper with a little bow across here, a star stamped here. Actually, it's stamped and cut out and then stuck there. And then the shepherd's care within the window. So you'd stamp that first, punch it with your circle, and put it over the top. This card, again, from Kathy Evans. Here's one of those cupboard door kind of cards from Terry Castile. So you take and you, and look at the beautiful foiling on that. You take and open it up here where the Velcro closure is, and it's like a little cupboard door. And it reveals this stunning paper and the sentiment that you'd want to put in there, the message that you want to put in there. Then we have this card. This is from Sue Deppes. And this is what I'm guessing Sue did for making this card. Is she didn't just make one, but she made at least two and probably more, because what you'll do is you'll take a card or a piece of designer paper. So this was, I'm imagining this is a full piece. You die cut in the middle of it, and then you cut through the middle of both the outside and the inside, and you share. So the other card probably had the designer paper on the left and the tree off to the right. Does that make sense? So no worries that we're running long. Hi, Hope. Thank you so much for chiming in. Okay, good. We're having fun. Yay. So this card is from Sue Deppes. This card is a past paper pumpkin kit using past paper pumpkin stuff. And we have, this was another one of my favorites with the ho, ho, ho. Actually, this is the one that had the Santa head too. There were all kinds of fun goodies in that one. I love that one. That was from Pat Stewart. Thank you, Pat, for that card. Here is a fun card that is a case. Hey, Hope, you're on. So Hope just chimed in on YouTube here. Hope cased mine, but did even better. So I love the things that you did on this one. I was sharing this card with my team just a couple days ago, and I said, so it's the same card, but you see what she did here? This is that two-tone cardstock. Took and embossed it with the snowflakes and then sanded it so that the snowflakes really stand out in white. And then she added more of those elements, those little snowflake elements in there. It's really, really pretty. I love what you did. Thank you, Hope. Here is a fun card that's like a patchwork. This is from Robin Walston. And she took the little strips of designer paper and patched them and pieced them together. I'm imagining that she started with the snowman and then took and put these 4 strips here and then kind of built up to go strips all the way around. And that again is from Robin Walston. Here's a card from Jeanette Harrelson and her family using designer paper framed in the middle with a piece of white cardstock underneath, and then some really pretty non-Stampin' Up! Gorgeous designer paper in the background that has kind of a sheen to it. Yes, I agree with you, Joanne. Those 12 days of Christmas took a lot of time, I'm sure. Yes. Marcia, amazing job. This is from Diane Callan, and we have the scene stamped simply with navy ink on white cardstock, layered onto navy, layered onto an embossed vanilla cardstock back here to soften it up a bit, and then onto a navy card base. Then we have this fun look. This is from Mary Morral. Mary, I just went on a retreat with Mary. So Mary took a piece of designer paper and folded it. Let's see how she did this here. So, okay, so you take your, I explained it wrong when I was explaining this to our demonstrators in my group, but you take and you grab your full sheet of basic white or vanilla, and then you take and score it, and then you cut from the front a triangle, emboss that, and then you add your designer paper underneath it so that the green shows through. That is clever, Mary. That's really cool. All right, this one is from Kathy Godwin. Kathy Godwin gave me this card here with the gold foiling on the bottom here. This is from the gold dip. That's what I was trying to remember. Gold dipped cards and envelopes. Stamped little stars in the background there. Here we have a card from Leslie Francis using that fun paper from a few years back. It had like different Santas in it, and Mama Claus, Mrs. Claus, some trains. Do you remember that one? Really fun. And so that paper is here, featured here. Here's some an embossing folder from a while back also. And then the sentiment stands out with dimensionals, shadows underneath, and a little tiny present. Here is that suite again that I forgot the name of. This is from Anita Dean. I think, Anita, are you watching? Because I thought I saw your name roll in. Really pretty card using that suite. That, again, Teresa Glow, thank you for mentioning it, but now I've forgotten it. Anyways, this is a really, really pretty card. I love the cluster here. And then the sentiment kind of tucked in and out from underneath on just the right side. Gorgeous. It's a gorgeous layout. Here is a card from Nick Ross, and it is a fun fold using paper pumpkin. And I'm not sure exactly how he reversed the chickadee, but check this out. So you open it, and here's the actual chickadee from that set. And then he made a mirror image of it by copying it somehow on his computer maybe and reversing it, flipping it. It's some kind of computer generated type of thing. So really interesting. Very fun. Thank you so much, Nick. I'm seeing some comments roll in really fast here, so I want to see what they're saying. You're welcome, Nancy. Okay, Seasons of Green and Gold. Thanks, Marcia. This one here. Seasons of Green and Gold. Seasons of Green and Gold. Okay, here is a card, Sweet and Simple, from Marge Lang with the Merry and the word Christmas from 2 different kits. And I'm not sure where this paper comes from, but it's a fun base. Might be Stampin' Up. I don't know. Here is a beautiful Bethlehem scene. And when you open it, it props up onto the glittered navy ribbon as an easel card. This is from Beth Perry. Really super pretty Christmas card that just caught a lot of people's eyes when they came over for Christmas. People were looking at all our Christmas cards. Here's a fun shaker card. So this is one of those faker shakers. You have to, tap it a little bit because it's flat to the surface, but it is made with a clear envelope or cellophane bag type thing. I believe this is a clear envelope. This is from Trisha Josephs and her husband, Corey. Cute little humble home with the peppermint on the door and then these trees that kind of frame the whole scene back there. Here's another humble home card made by Michelle Carlson, embossed and also embossed here with the spotlight on nature. Pretty. So much fun inspiration. Here is a card that from Suzanne Hertzler, who reminded me with this card that it doesn't snow everywhere for Christmas. There's a whole bunch of the world that does not see snow at Christmas. So it's a beachy little Christmas. Super cute. Back to snow. Here we have one by Carol Bergoglio. And she has this delicate little spritzed snowflake on here. Gorgeous little frame above here, almost like a window that you're looking out to onto a winter's day. And yeah, it's super pretty. This one's also super pretty. This is from Elaine Shader and her family in California. And she has some winter trees on here with silver snowflakes coming down. All the trees are layered to create shadow. And then you have, of course, the gorgeous little accenting with kind of like a shimmer paint on top of the branches. Seasons of Green and Gold coming back to you. I remembered this time. So this card is from Joan Ballinger. Joan Ballinger sent me this one with the organdy ribbon and the papers from Seasons of Green and Gold. And then this is from another set that is retiring from the mini catalog that has a kind of fun, whimsical look to match the dies that it's bundled with. Here is one from Becky Ewing, Past Paper Pumpkin Kit with little chickadee family here. And then we have another card that is non-snow related. Beach Christmas again with shells, Season's Greetings. This is from Jean Hartig. And then we have a card from, oops, I can't open it up. This is from Scott Strulo and his wife, and he is a fellow demonstrator. We have purples and blues and greens. I love the non-traditional color look in his card. Really cute scene. Here we have some more non-traditional colors. This is a card from Sherry Rosnick, and just kind of like little patchwork pieces here, different elements of the season. Peace and joy, doves flying around, Christmas trees. Another card, and this is my last Christmas card, and then we go on to the swaps. You guys sticking around for a little bit more? This is gonna be a 2-hour one. Grab your food, grab your lunch. This here is a bookbinding type of fold. This is from Carol Lucas, and again, just a little piece of vellum softens everything to bring your eyes to a focal point in the middle, right? If this wasn't here, it would be so much busier. But it's just a touch of vellum to soften up the scene behind what you really want your eyes to focus on. All right, next, this box. I promise you I won't save up this many cards for the next show and share, okay? I don't have the next one scheduled, but once I start accumulating more cards again, we will do another one. Okay, we have swap cards. So these swap cards from the last team swap that we just had on January 29th. And this card is from Cindy Howard, showing off the new mushroom stamp set in the mini catalog and the mushroom designer paper, which you can earn for free. And then we have this card also by her, showing off a bundle, a stamp set and die bundle that you can get for free at the 120 level. There's two that are at the $120 level in the US. The dollar amounts are different depending on which country you're from, but in the US, the two different increments are $60, then you get something free, and $120, you get the level 2, they call it, items for free. So there's two at the level 2 and then a bunch at the level 1. So this is a level 2 die stamp set combo. And then the background here, can you see the embossing folder? Starstruck, I think it's called. So that one is a level 1. And then we have this card, which is also using the stamps and dies from the level 2. Check this out. Here, I gotta take this away. It's a business card. So you can see it's like a little wreath card. Isn't that fun? So that is from CJ Hart, and here is another one of CJ's cards using layering leaves and the bow punch and the Starstruck embossing folder, and then you also have some of the new paper from the Storybook Moments suite and these gorgeous embellishments. Water time. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, Santa Express, Sil. Thank you. That was the paper that had the trains and the Santas and the Mrs. Claus. Thank you for that. Lots of presents. I remember that was on one of the scenes. This card is from Sue Ramden, and it opens like this. And then we have, oh, and that's showing off the new Blooms designer paper. And then here's the Blooms paper again with the Round We Go medallion dies. Oh, and also the Starstruck embossing folder. You open it like this, and you can see the whole thing. And you use the back to do your writing. Oops. This is where you would write. So that's Sue Ramden. This card is from Candace Johnson, using the new Blooms paper and some new stuff from the Marbled Elegance suite, the dies, the heart dies. Oh, she also has the new sequins that you can earn for free. So the things you can earn for free are the designer paper and the sequins on this card. That was from Candace Johnson. On this paper, we have some designer paper pieces from I'm going to tell you the exact name of that paper. I can't show you the insides yet of this, but it's called Toadstool Gardens. It coordinates with the mushroom or the toadstool stamp set that's in the mini catalog that will also be available. She also used the seam binding ribbon on here. Oh, and this stamp set and this stamp set. So the sentiments come from a stamp set that you can get for free with the starter kit during Sale-a-Bration. Okay, and then we have this one, which is using the stamps and dies from the level 2. This card here is from Gail Beth Rice, and another card that she made. We have a lot of cards from you, Gail Beth. And this card here, she used the Bloom Expressions. I think that's the exact name of the paper. Let me look that one up. Bloom Impressions. Bloom Impressions designer paper. This pretty ribbon back here. Just lots of fun elements. It's a stunning card, Gail Beth. I like the layout of it too. You're so enjoying this live. Oh, I'm so happy. You know, it's better than a 2-hour movie, right? No. I did 2 rows. Rose said, I love Santa Express. That was one of my favorites. This card is from Jean Hartig. There's actually 2 cards here. So here is a book binding type of fold, only done in the landscape style. And this is using a stamp set that would be perfect for scrapbooking, but also obviously, as you can see, works with cards. It's called Documenting the Day. There's a lot of big, bold sentiments in it. And there's a sunshine in it too. There's the sunshine. And of course, the Bloom Impressions paper. And then we have this card also from Jean using the Bloom Impressions paper. And she got inspired by a card from the annual catalog on page 58. So if you want to check that out, you can see that she cased a card from the annual catalog to make that. Here's the card that inspired our mystery stamping that we did a couple days ago. This is that fun cut where you take and you cut here, you switch it and put it over here instead. And it's using that level 2 heart. I'm going to tell you the exact name of that one too. Hang on. Heart-shaped bundle. Heart-shaped bundle is the level 2 Sale-a-Bration on that. And then the other card that Tina Bickford did is this one here. So all these people so far all did 2 sets of cards for their swap. Thanks, Marsha. So really pretty color combination here using Summer Splash and Petal Pink and Pebbled Path are the colors in here, with a new set that you can earn for free that has kind of that little tree builder look to it, and that is called Pick a Season. So you could put flowers in here, hearts in here, what else? Eggs. So there's lots of different choices for what you can put in the tree. And then, of course, there's like a little cloud stamp. It's a fun one. This one here is from Lori Calise, and she used Bloom Impressions and also another level 2. So the level 2, here's another one from Lori. So these two cards feature the level 2 called Corner in Bloom. So it has some corner type imageries in there, but they're all like delicate looking flowers that you can color in. So she used both the level 2 and then the Bloom Impressions paper for her cards. Here is, and I gotta fold this back because it came undone. Hang on, I'm almost there. Okay, so this is a card from Suzanne Hertzler, and she also did 2 sets of cards. But this is a card where you take and open up the inside. It's kind of like an origami little fold in a way, to reveal that same stamp set. So it's a fun little Easter card, sending hugs using layering leaves. And then you just fold it back down and tuck in the side, and there you have it closed again. This is a side easel, a diagonal easel, side easel looking card using the toadstool stamp set and the coordinating paper right through here. This message is from that stamp set. Oh, good. Marcia just said she loves that I'm sharing them this way because it shows them off better than in the catalog. And I do have to say, I agree with her. The catalog is very busy. It's hard to see things in there. You have to kind of really take your time and look at the, it's not a catalog necessarily, it's a brochure, but make sure you get your hands on the Sale-a-Bration brochure so that you can see the different things. Number 95, sold. What does that mean, Deborah? I would love to know what that means. Hey, Veronica, glad you could come in. Okay, now this is really unique. This is done by Luann Peterson, and what she did is, it looks like she punched through, and these are dies, but they're not. This here is those paper butterflies. She took and used the outside area as a stencil, sponged with a dauber, I think she said, with dark green ink, probably pretty peacock. And then she took and colored the butterflies lightly and stuck them down on top with adhesive close, but then putting little rolled up glue dots, I believe, underneath these areas so that you still see a peek at all that's underneath, the little shadows. And that's how she created that look. There's a little touch of the Bloom Impressions paper on the inside too. And then here's her other one. This stamp set will be available. It's called Elements of Text. And then these hearts are already available from the Marbled Elegance suite. And here's that Bloom Impressions. The Bloom Impressions paper is super, super popular, you guys. Am I still calling it correctly? Bloom Impressions, yes. More oh no, this is a different paper. This is a paper that is going to be available in one of the new suites, and it is called Floral Delight, and it's being used with the heart-shaped bundle from Sale-a-Bration. So this is a new bundle, stamps, dies, and then a new paper that you can purchase. Again, I'm showing off swap cards from our team swap that we held on December 29th, 2004, last year. And these cards all feature new product from the Sale-a-Bration brochure, which will begin on January 7th, so in just a few days. And it will last until February 28th, but I do have to warn you that in past years, some of these things, quote unquote, sold out, which means, because you're not purchasing them, you're earning them. But let's say that Bloom Impressions paper, being so popular in the swap cards, is popular overall. Stampin' Up! Could run out of it before February 28th hits. So just know that sometimes that happens. It's not always guaranteed. Here we have that Toadstool Gardens paper again, both the back side and the front side. Little touch of pretty ribbon, that's striped iridescent ribbon that you can find in the online store. Just gorgeous. This card was done by Brenda Connolly, and this card was done by Brenda Connolly. Sorry about that. I forgot to give the designers credit for the designer credit for that. Sorry, Brenda. This card is from Anita Dixon, and she used the Lemon Lolly for her base, which in my mind is just yummy. I love Lemon Lolly. It's such a pretty, pretty color. And so we have Summer Splash on here, Lemon Lolly, and those colors are within the Bloom Impressions paper. Little strip through the middle, little ribbon through the middle. Really pretty, delicate card. Here's her other one, done with a fun combination of angled cuts, little triangles and stuff, put into different patterns. So these are all triangles, as you can see, and they give this look that there's like this little path going through, but all of these things are just triangles that are stuck together in different ways. Isn't that fun? Sorry, that is from Anita Dixon, using more Bloom Impressions paper, you guys. Here is one. This is using, and I have to look up the stamp set, but it has little seagulls in it, and it's super cute. It's called Friendly Seagulls, and it reminds us all of Nemo, the seagull character in Nemo. Karen Andrusick did this one, and she cut off the legs of the seagulls because they actually have legs on them, but she wanted them to look like they were floating. And then the second card done by her is unique. You untie this. This is done with the Toadstool Gardens paper. You can see there's a cardstock piece here. This is all designer paper here. And then on this side, she put her cardstock and her strip of cardstock to reinforce and make it a thicker feeling card. Really fun and unique. And then we have cards that were done. I have about 6 or 7 more left. These are swap cards that were done by people who just did one set of cards. So Christmas is a busy time, or holidays are a busy time. This is done by Sandy Rousley. So not everybody had the time to do 2 sets, but I appreciate that we had 1 set from all of these beautiful card design creations because they're stunning. We have the Star-Struck embossing folder again, bloom impression for the background and for this paper here. And then there's just a little bit of strips on the inside from the bloom impression paper too. We have this one done by our Rose Carey, who's watching with us right now. The sequins that you used, oh, thank you, yes. The sequins that you used for the mushroom card, Karen's chiming in, are from the annual catalog. Okay, only the designer paper, this here, and the DSP, okay. Oh, because you were watching yesterday. Did I say that this was one of the Sale-a-Bration freebies? Because we do have sequins. There's a pack of sequins that you can get for free. And you're saying that those are from the annual catalog. Good to know. Thank you. But yeah, they're very similar, I think. Anyways, this is from Rose Carey. Thank you, Karen, for chiming in. And it's a unique fold. And I love this look. So this is what Rose did. She has her complete scene here. And over here is where you do your writing for the inside of your card. Really cool, huh? Which one do you want to know how to put together, Brenda? Oh, the calendar. Oh, she said, Doris, beautiful calendar. She'd like to know how to put it together. Yeah, I know. That, I don't think I can do that all in a class. But really fun, right? Take screenshots. Go back and watch the recording and take screenshots, Brenda, and then you can maybe case some of the ideas that she did there. So here we have a fun fold with a little element that pops across the top here using the mushroom paper, the stamp set. So this is the free paper, and then this is the coordinating stamp set from the upcoming mini catalog that you can get. This card is from Dawn Pomerang. And then we have this card also using the Toadstool Gardens paper. I keep calling it the mushroom paper. This is from Pat Stewart, and she has the flip side and the front side, and I call it the front and back, but there's two sides of designer paper. So this is a more dominant pattern. This is the softer pattern. I love the touch of the rhinestones on there. Really great layout. Here's a fun one. This features a lot of Sale-a-Bration products. Bloom impression paper, the seam binding ribbon, the sequins that you can get, the Starburst or Star-Struck embossing folder, and then the heart-shaped bundle right here. That was done by Deke Clawwitter. And then we have a card from Amanda Martin using the lavender designer paper that carried over. I think this is a new embossing folder with brush strokes in it. And then this stamp set is that one that I mentioned that is great for scrapbooking, and that is called Documenting the Day. Blackberry Bliss and, oh gosh, such pretty regal colors here. Pretty peacock. The last card is this one here, and this is from Mary Nass, and it's using, well, here, we'll just flip it over, the Floral Delight Suite. So using the Floral Delight designer paper and stamps and dies and the Star-Struck embossing folder. This ribbon and this bee come from the same suite. And actually, let's see here. Mixed labels bundle texture. Oh, okay. So the leaf and the label come from mixed labels. So all of this and this, I think. Texture, leaf die, decorative label. Yeah, that's from mixed labels bundle. Okay. Sorry, I'm tired. I showed off a lot of cards, you guys. Oh, I hope that you were inspired by all of these ideas. Again, you can visit my website at stampyourartout.com if you want to tune in to make sure that you get information when I show and share information, like when I share when I'm going to go on, oh, I'm tired, a 2-hour live, you guys. I post on my blog when I'm doing videos, when I just show ideas and I have like written directions and that sort of thing. But you can use that as a home base because there's a reference there for past paper pumpkin kit ideas. You can see inserts for paper pumpkin stamp sets in case you want to store all your stamp sets a certain way. You can purchase tutorials off my website. It's a great home base, so I hope that you subscribe to my blog to get that information. You can also start there and click on any button that says shop, and you can purchase Stampin' Up! Products that way. It will take you directly to the online store and link your order to me. But if you're a demonstrator, order from yourself, get your discount. And if you have a demonstrator, order from them and show them some love. So thank you so much for coming onto this live with me. It literally is the longest live I've ever done. We had so many cards. Oh my goodness. So next time I'll do a live shortly before Christmas hits and then shortly after instead of waiting for 2 months because we really had a lot accumulated. I thank you all so much for joining me. I hope that you tune in to the next live that I have on January 8th at 11 a.m. Central Time when I'm going to be sharing with you some fun marbled elegance projects. That one's going to be a class. The one after that on Friday at 10 a.m. will be a class. And in fact, I have a lot of them are classes now coming up. So Friday, January 10th, Wednesday, January 15th, Wednesday, January 22nd. Subscribe to my YouTube channel also, and it will alert you once I've posted a live. So take care, everyone. Thanks so much for sharing your wonderful creations. I wish you well in this new year of 2025. Don't forget that Sale-a-Bration kicks off on January 7th with all those fun new products you can earn. Hugs to you all. Thanks so much for joining me. Now I'd like you all to go and stamp your art out. Bye-bye.